should be played.
So a free kick for Ethan Galbraith to take. Midway point of the Stockport half, to the right of centre.
They're playing a high line as well, aren't they?
They are. Their line is inside the D.
It's a perfect line, actually, as long as everyone holds it.
Couple standing in offside positions for Orient, but they may move back onside as it's sent in by Donnelly in the end. Cooper at the far post tries to nod it across the face of goal. He does, but it's half volleyed clear by Horsfall. Clare lost it back into the area. Kelman onside and scores! The top goal scorer, who's barely had a kick in this opening half hour, suddenly finds himself with the freedom of Brisbane Road to give Leyton Orient the lead in this playoff semi-final. The corner wasn't fully cleared, knocked back in by Clare, and then Charlie Kelman beat the offside trap, slotted it past that eye, and it's Leyton Orient 1, Stockport County 0. Into the 6-yard box, claimed for a handball, given us a penalty. Edmonds Green handled the ball as Horsfall went up inside the 6-yard box, and the referee Ben Speedy saw it, and he's given Stockport a penalty kick to get themselves level in this playoff semi-final.
It was coming, there was lots and lots of pressure being applied. You can tell by the reaction of the Orient players that they think that that's a penalty. They think the referee's got that right. Great ball in, and down this right hand side they've been looking menacing, haven't they? They really have, Stockport.
So it'll be Ollie Norwood to take the penalty for Stockport County. Edmonds Green was the man penalised for handball in the air. It was a lovely ball in from Fevrier, wasn't it?
Yeah, but look,
best one he's put in all day.
He's had the beating of his man on this side, but his delivery perhaps has let him down on one or two occasions. But this was a good delivery. It was asking real questions of Orient.
So Ollie Norwood up against Josh Keeley to try and bring Stockport level here at Brisbane Road. Whistles go up around the stadium. Referee checks for encroachment on the 18-yard line. Norwood waits 4 or 5 steps back from the ball. Keeley on his goal line claps his hands. Up steps Norwood, right-footed, and scores! Brilliant penalty into the bottom corner. Keeley guessed correctly and went to his right, but couldn't get near it. And the veteran Ollie Norwood brings Stockport County level as we approach the hour at Brisbane Road. Leyton Orient 1, Stockport County 1. Groups of players all round the penalty area here. Where's Norwood going to strike this? Right-footed, curling it away from goal. Just drifts it to the far post. Header into the net. Fraser Horsfall. He's turned it around for Stockport. Brilliant delivery from Norwood. Scored the first, assisted the second with a magnificent floating cross to the far post that was just aching to be headed home. And Fraser Horsfall back in the Stockport side, duly obliged, and the Hatters lead in this League One playoff semi-final. First leg, it is Leyton Orient 1, Stockport 2. When it struck the arm, he decided it was, and it's a penalty for Orient. And Charlie Kelman, who scored the opener this afternoon, now has the chance to bring the O's level. He scored 1 penalty this season out of the 22 goals he's scored for Leyton Orient, and he's now taking a few slow steps back from the ball. Corey Adai, the Stockport goalkeeper, still not on his goal line, being told to get there now by referee Ben Speedy, and now he's ready. Only a short 2-pace run up for Charlie Kelman to bring Orient level. Does so! Sends Adai the wrong way, plants it into the bottom left-hand corner, and it's 2-2 in this topsy-turvy playoff game at Brisbane Road.
Incredible stuff. You couldn't see it coming, but in this ground, Stockport well in control, had answers to everything that Orient were putting in front of him. Richie Wellens was getting more and more frustrated, and then a break, and then a cross into the box. 2 players going for it. I think it was deemed harsh. I haven't seen a replay of it, but it doesn't matter. 2-2.
And we've got a couple at the Tommy Johnston South stand end to our right. Norwood preparing to take it, but the referee just spotting a bit of pushing and shoving around the penalty spot there's a love train of 4 Stockport players being watched by 4 Orient defenders. Norwood with his right-footed in-swinger deep to the far post, headed down and behind for a goal kick. That is that. The full-time whistle goes after a fantastic first leg of action at Brisbane Road. It's all square, heading to Edgeley Park for what should be a fascinating second leg in the League One semi-finals of the playoffs between Leyton Orient and Stockport. Leyton Orient took the lead in the first half. Charlie Kalman looked way offside, but he showed coolness and calmness to slot the ball home to make it 1-0. Back came Stockport in the second half, awarded a penalty for a handball by Edmonds Green. Norwood dispatched the penalty for 1-1, and then Norwood with a free kick, deliciously chipped to the back post, saw Fraser Horsfall head Stockport in front. But Orient were not to be denied an equaliser, and they got a penalty for a handball by a Stockport player inside the box. Kelman stepped up, scored his second of the game with a well-struck penalty, and it is all square out.